Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast number 147. My name is Mistletoe, and I'm here with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Atlas. Take it away, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. Wherever you are in the world, we want to thank you for being here with us today. Mondays are very special. We have our resident coach, Roberto, all the way from Miami, always warm, always sunny. Roberto, we're going to be doing some breathing with him. Hit that reset button that we always use for our computers when they get a little slow. They are not functioning at their best. And sometimes we need to relax a little bit, take a breath, and do a little reset for our own selves. Mondays are a good day to do that. We do it here together as a community. We also will be giving away the Spark Prize as well as the contest winner. We will not be doing the all aboard this evening, as last Monday we really went way over time. I think it was about 2.5, 3 hours. And we're trying to keep this condensed to 1 hour. Total vault accounts are looking fantastic, continuing to grow. Very close to the 4,000 vault accounts. We're at 3,983. That's fantastic, folks. Liquidity on PancakeSwap, that's always on the rise. 849,823 BUSD. We're very close to reaching that 850,000 milestone of liquidity in our PancakeSwap pair and ILC reserves. On the upside, we had a really big buy-in yesterday of $19,000 in one transaction coming into a wallet. They are definitely showing their hand. They understand how well this project is performing, the bright future it has, this amazing community that is just growing, smiling ear to ear as so many have gotten their ROI. They're working on their second ROI. The smart money keeps coming in. They keep hearing about what's so special when they go and they do their due diligence. So there's no accident or secret when we see those big buys come in. There was also another one yesterday. I think it was around $6,500. Shout out to the smart money that's coming in, folks. Spark price pool is sitting at 462.28 ARK. Pardon me. I get confused sometimes between the ARK and the dollars, but if we just click here over the ARK, it'll show us the street value. And that is $2,639.62. Someone's going to win here tonight live. That'll be our 98th winner. So far, 97 lucky winners have had 22,200.26 ARK directly deposited into their ARK Vault accounts, putting each of them directly into instant nitro mode. Even if it's someone who has a 10 ARK, the minimum account to be active in the system, they can just become a whale instantly, folks. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Brett Mordine. I know he's got a lot of updates. He's been working like a 2-ton man. The rest of the team, we're just so busy. How you doing today, Brett?
Yeah, good. Yeah, meeting to meeting, podcast to podcast. We made some really great progress today. I would say, just you and I working together on a few things and getting ready to really start a big push here to get everything public and get the new utilities in everyone's hands. And I think that's what, is going to give us the next big leg up. We see a lot of projects that, promise a lot of things or stall out after a few months, but I think this next 3 months are going to be pretty exciting, especially as we, start to treat these new utilities really as businesses and start marketing and pushing them out into the real world and getting user adoption that, most projects that are in the ROI depth space just can't tap into. They're kind of get stuck in this degen world. And, we're going to cross over. Also sent Brandon over the presentation yesterday that we've been talking about, the sales funnel presentation. Looking forward to getting his feedback on that. And maybe they'll record that. I know him and Raphael were going to do something with his group there with the big school. That's almost 600 people I think they were going to have attending and using the presentation. So we'll see how that goes, and hopefully, kind of fine tune that and keep tweaking it. And I know Alex also is finishing up some things on the landing page today. We've got the PWA and Scripto King and Alex are now working together. The next big, I would say, UI UX update will happen to the DAP. As everybody kind of sees the PWA, the landing page, they'll get a great idea of what the branding's now going to look like. And Alex will be working on doing the DAP integration with that new design as well. So yeah, a full week this week on both the dev side and also the business development side. You and I working to put together those new presentations for the utilities and the roadmap as well. So that's kind of an update on my end.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic, Brett. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So let's go ahead and bring Coach Roberto on. Let's do our breathing, and after that we'll do the contest, and we'll see if Z is able to come in and do the DeFi sessions. If not, maybe we go to do an all board and look at Jashan's video. Coach Roberto, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to do some breathing today. So
sailing on the ARK. Yes, sir.
So if somebody's new, we do a different breath technique every week, and I recommend you practice for 5 minutes every day until the following Monday, and every week you take on that breathing technique and just practice it and see how you feel, if it helps you, if it can help you release some stuff that might be stored in your body or in your mind. And today is a very powerful technique that most people know it as breath of fire. It's also known as bellows breathing. And in the yoga tradition, it's called the Kapalabhati Pranayama breath. It's used in a lot of the yoga studios, and it helps in a number of benefits, from everything from clearing your sinuses to invigorating your brain cells to stimulating weight loss and relieving digestive problems. The important thing here is that we usually, when we breathe, we take like a active inhale and a passive exhale. This is the other way around. We take a passive inhale and we let it go and take an active exhale. So we breathe a forceful exhale and we let the inhale be smooth, automatic, and reflexive. So how do we do this exercise? For everybody, is everybody sitting down? So if you're sitting down, you want to have your back straight with your spine straight like a good yogi. We focus using the diaphragm and the front abdominal muscles. The belly is what moves actively and freely. So with each southern exhale, we pull the belly button in and up. So everybody should put their hands in their stomach and take a deep breath through the nose, just so you can get a feel of your stomach going out when you take the inhale. So go ahead and take a smooth inhale and let that belly pop out. And then you let it go. You can do it through the mouth and let the belly and the belly button go in and up. And you can feel the stomach in and up. So try that a few times, like breathing through the nose, that belly expand, and then let it drop. So do it like about 5 times in a row at your pace. Inhale through the nose and just bring that belly in as hard and as strong as you can. So the rib cage shouldn't be moving. It's only the belly. So the volume, the speed, the length of the exhale and the inhale are equal. And we're going to go like in a medium count. You can do like a count of 3 short breaths per second. It's good. 2 breaths per second is also good. And 1 breath per second is quite acceptable for beginners. So the key here is to have the exhale be active, sharp, short, and quick, and let the inhales happen on their own. And this is kind of hard if you're not used to it, but we're going to try it because it's a very powerful breath. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to do one set of 15 seconds, then we're going to stop, relax. Then we're going to do another set of 30 seconds. Then we'll stop and relax. And then we're going to do another set of a minute. And we're going to relax, and perhaps we'll do one that is a minute, 30 seconds. See what happens. So are we ready? Did everybody get the exercise? So keep your hands in your stomach. That would help. So here we go. Are we ready? We're going to do a 15-second practice. And I'll count, and you should be breathing into the nose when I say inhale. Then exhale. You bring it in. You bring that belly in, and try to bring the belly in and up if you can. So here we go. Ready? Inhale 1. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Inhale 6. Inhale 7. Inhale 8. Inhale 9. Inhale 10. Inhale 11. Inhale 12. Inhale 13. Inhale 14. Inhale 15. Take a deep breath. And then hold it for a little bit. Let it go. Just relax. So just notice how you feel. It might have been a little difficult if you're not used to being able to exhale through the belly that hard. But it's all practice. So just relax a little bit. Now we're going to go, and we're going to go for a count of 30. Right? Keep the attention on the belly and the breath. Remember, it's a passive inhale and an active exhale. And the belly should come in and up. So it's pretty difficult. Don't worry about the up right now. Just bring it in. So here we go. We're going for like a count of 30. Are we ready? So inhale. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Inhale 5. Inhale 6. Inhale 7. Inhale 8. Inhale 9. Inhale 10. Inhale 11. Inhale 12. Inhale 13. Inhale 14. Inhale 15. Inhale 16. Inhale 17. Inhale 18. Inhale 19. Exhale 20. Exhale 21. Exhale 22. Exhale 23. Exhale 24. Exhale 25. Exhale 26. Exhale 27. Exhale 28. Exhale 29. Exhale 30. Take a deep breath. Let it go. And pause. Just notice how you're feeling. Relax your body. Relax your mind. There's nothing to do. Just experience whatever you're experiencing. So that was about 30 seconds. Now we're going to go maybe a little faster, because this can go really fast. Like in yoga, they go really fast. It's like, but we're not going to go that fast today. So now we've done 30, a repetition of 30. Now we're going to go for 45. So we ready? Here we go. Inhale, exhale, exhale 2, exhale 3, exhale 4, exhale 5, exhale 6, exhale 7, exhale 8, exhale 9, exhale 10, exhale 11, exhale 12, exhale 13, exhale 14, exhale 15, exhale 16, Exhale 16. Exhale 17. Exhale 18. Exhale 19. Exhale 20. Exhale 21. Exhale 22. Exhale 23. Exhale 24. Exhale 25. Exhale 26. Exhale 27. Exhale 28. Exhale 29. Exhale 30. Exhale 31. Exhale 32. Exhale 33. Exhale 34. Exhale 35. Exhale 36. Exhale 37. Exhale 38. Exhale 39. Exhale 40. 41. Exhale 42. Exhale 43. Exhale 44. Exhale 45. Take a deep breath. Pause. Let it go. Notice how you're feeling. I trust that it's working for you. I know it's kind of hard sometimes when you first do it. You're not used to it, but you can move a lot of energy this way. You want to have a clear mind, invigorating your brain cells. This is a good way to do it. They say it's a good way to lose weight and relieve any digestive problems. So now we're gonna go for more or less a minute. So it's a count of 60. Perhaps we're gonna go a little faster. Remember, when you exhale, the inhale is gonna come automatic. The inhale comes automatic, and then just drop that exhale right into your belly. Let it go in. So here we go. Are we ready? Inhale, exhale. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, keep it going, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Relax, take a deep breath. Let it go. Pause. Hold that breath a little bit. Notice how you're feeling. Relax your body, relax your mind. Connect to your heart. Feel the energy. You might be feeling some tingling. That's okay. The tingling is releasing a lot of stored resistance in your cells. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Alice, I don't know if we want to go for a minute 30 and then finish it. Is everybody okay already? Any questions? Anybody
I'm
want
not
to
gonna lie,
share the
Coach.
feeling?
I almost passed out. That one was crazy. That was really intense.
Okay. Yeah. Who was
Coach,
that?
why my smell is different?
Wow.
What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's it.
Rafael. Coach, why my smell is different? It's like my sinus got real clean.
Yeah. Because you clear some stuff and you can feel that the senses open up more. when you do conscious breathing, especially this one. It's called the breath of fire. And eventually you can do it for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and really fast. The yogis do it really fast, but you have
Let's
to
do
get
one
used to
last
that.
one, Coach.
Okay.
One last
let's
one.
do one.
Let's go the extra mile, the way we like to do here at ARK.
You want to go like for 90 seconds or 2 minutes? 90 seconds? Yeah, let's go 90
Yeah, let's go
seconds.
90. Let's not hurt anybody. Have them pass out while driving.
Okay. Don't do this while you drive. Well, do it, but you have to stay awake. So here we go. We ready? Just relax your body, and we're gonna try it again. And I'll just when I count, that's the exhale. So when I say 1, you should be exhaling. Okay. So here we go. Ready? Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Let it go. Let it go. Bring it in. Inhale deep. Let it go. Pause. Really helper today, showing us how to breathe. Just explore, just notice.
Doing that breathing, and I don't think anybody could keep up with that at this stage.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, Coach.
So just notice how you're feeling. Just relax. Sometimes you might get dizzy because you're not used to it, or you get tingling or different sensations, maybe some emotions that came up. It's all good. We want to clear that body. Before we can connect, before we can go to a level of consciousness, we have to clear our body stuff. Just be in the silence for a little bit. So good. Gets you clear, connected, creative. Play with it. Always play with the breath. I want to call it breath play instead of breath work. But if you look for breath play in Google, some people might want to do that, but it has another connotation. Play with the breath. It doesn't have to be work. So any comments, any questions? Thank you for those that took it on. It's Thank you for letting me be your guide. And the breath is really the teacher. The breath is the medicine. Breath is life. All we're doing is making it conscious and being able to learn different techniques to help us move through whatever resistance is showing up in our body or in our minds.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you,
Alex,
Coach.
you did really good. You had the speaker on, so everybody was listening to you breathe.
Oh, you should have said something. I'm
No,
loud, man.
That was impressive.
yeah, it was good. You were going good
I thought
speed.
someone is passing out.
No. Atlas is he's good. He's been doing this for a little bit.
Was Atlas doing like a two times faster than anyone else?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I go pretty fast.
Yeah, he could go fast. But the key in this exercise is having that stomach go in and out, and the deeper you can bring it in and up, the more effective it is. So remember that one. That's the breath of fire.
So can we have apex by doing this breath of fire? Because you are using your stomach, right?
Yeah. You want to use your stomach and diaphragm at the same time. When the belly goes up, the diaphragm goes down. And when the belly goes in, the diaphragm opens up. So you're bringing more oxygen and stuff into your body and more energy into your lungs. But it's also working all the muscles, all the organs, in the lower chakras. Because we aren't supposed, in this particular exercise, we're not using our chest, anything from like your belly button, like your chest and your cavities, they stay relaxed. It's only the stomach working, which is a little harder because most of us probably we're using our shoulders, everything else, because we're not used to it.
All right. Thank you, Coach. I think we heard Coach Brad in the house.
Yeah.
Or was I in a trance?
The
man's on vacation.
I was trying to keep up with your breath. Honestly, I lasted about 10 seconds, and I couldn't. There was just no chance. I couldn't keep up with it, so I would have passed out.
What do you mean, man? You're a personal trainer.
Yeah, but it's more slow, constant breathing than that fast breathing. That was something else, man. You're another level.
What about when you go for like a run? Don't you breathe fast?
Yeah, but still not that fast. More deep. You breathe deep. That was like fast in and out. I mean, if you could breathe like that and run, you would be an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah.
So
let's get this breath.
Like
yes, sir. How's that vacation?
It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you.
Is it very hot right now there?
No, it's not. It's about 20 degrees, but when you come from rainy England, 20 degrees is lovely.
Absolutely. Thanks for checking in. Hope you're enjoying your hall pass over there. Good times.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah. Are we posting the fire breath? Do we have the
I posted
PDF
it there.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, you guys are awesome. Let's go. Down to every little detail. Amazing. Thank you so much.
No problem. That was
all right,
important
so
to share.
the fire breath is awesome. And I like doing the fire breath where you actually you take one of your fingers and you close off one of the sides of your nostrils, right? So then you're really using only one nostril to push the air in and out. Man, that's where it gets real funky. And then you can switch up between them. I know Mr. Z knows all about that. But Coach, what's the name of the fire breath in yoga? The tiki masala something?
No, Kapalabhati.
Kapalabhati. It sounds like something on a Thai menu. Making me hungry.
No, that's probably in Cuban, Kapalabhati. we have to ask Z. He's the
Z, tell us, Z. Is he there?
Yo, a lot of Raja Yoga going on here. I heard Kapalabhati. Who's performing Kapalabhati today? Yeah.
We were.
Yeah, Kapalabhati and prana was one of the first few techniques I learned in Hyde Park in London, and it was the most challenging. So I'm impressed, Atlas, that you were able to clear your sinuses with Kapalabhati.
Big time, man. I was stuck. Everything just came out. Boom.
Yeah.
Calm, it's clear, connected.
Yeah, it's used in practice for sinus relief and people that go through, you could say, congestion. Because what happens is our sinuses are very thin and very fragile. And what happens is surgical treatment's not the best. So they teach people how to do Kapalabhati to clear it out in a certain manner. And it really does, man. I remember the first time I did it, I was draining. I think I mean after that I was not ill. I never caught a flu for years. Because it's big. It's big, man. Breathing is everything, man. I believe so.
Yes, sir. The health is important because God forgives, but health does not.
It doesn't. It doesn't. So they say Kapalabhati is sort of very similar to putting the you can say the rails back on the bicycle wheels, because that's what we end up doing. We lose temperament of how we sort of take in and take out most of the time. So Kapalabhati sort of brings us back into rhythm. But it's really hard. And it's not for everybody. Most people can, if they haven't got the cardio in them, they feel overwhelmed. But with practice, I think it took me a good week of 6 days straight, and then became a norm. And then I practiced it quite often. Today this is the first time I've reintegrated it in 3 years. So I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love your explanations coming from somebody that has experienced it. So that's good. Thank you.
My friend, who's his name's Anton, he basically surfs. So he surfs those big waves we see in Portugal, and he lives in Cornwall here in England. And Cornwall has waves as well. It's a seashore, and before he goes into a session, so every day at 3 p.m. he finishes work, he goes straight to the waves. But before he starts his warm up, he does Kapalabhati for a good. He does a long rooted one, which is about 26 minutes. So it warms him up quite nicely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many utilities, huh? Just like DeFi.
Yeah, eventually, I'm throwing out a lot of different breathing techniques, but it's to try different ones, and then the one that better works for you, you can use. And we'll be practicing more the 20 breath technique, which is my go-to breath. but I want to get through all the different techniques so everybody can experience something different.
Absolutely. No, of course. It's I think it's what we usually do is, I think, a sort of the Western remedy is to take a pill for every illness, and I think doing different breath techniques, it's just like it's like building your diet. Everyone has a different DNA chromosome. Some people come from vegetarian sort of heritage. A lot of Indians, so people that do Alabati and sort of Raja, they come from a vegetarian background. So for them, they're thinner and they're easier to do more cardio. Some people come from a hunter-gatherer type of ancestry. So the point is to do the way I saw like techniques was like you learn like 5 to 10 of them, and then you pick 3 out of them that suits your sort of lifestyle and levels. But yeah, it's like for me, I did all 3. I did the fire breathing. I did you can say what else did I practice? Box breathing and the 20 breath technique that you just talked about. But for me, like box breathing is top of the rank for me personally, anyways.
All right. We're running short. We got only 15 minutes left. We have Mistletoe that's going to give us the contest winner with a Mistletoe spinning the wheel. Whenever you're ready, sir. And then we're going to do a DeFi session so we finish on the hour. We have a meeting to go to. Don't want to be late. All right,
ready
sir.
When you are.
On the count of 3, 2, 1.
What is that, 6 times now? The Vanilla Gorilla taking another W.
Oh, man.
$50 of ARK for you, sir.
Yeah, he must have a cheat code for the sweep widget.
I'm telling you, it's the animals. It's the animals on the ARK.
I needed to translate into the Spark rewards.
Let's go.
Congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Speaking of Spark rewards, let's do it. Actually, let me see here. Yeah, because we didn't have the DeFi session. That's usually when I load up the second cold storage. So, Mr. Z, let's do the DeFi sessions, and after that, while you're doing it, I'll get the second cold storage ready to go. If that's okay with you, sir?
Yeah, of course. No worries.
A lot of big news. Actually, you were in one of my meetings today. Great meeting today, right?
That was a great meeting with one of the biggest sources and nodes in DeFi. No, this is what it is. ARK is connecting boys and girls. We were connecting with the OGs of DeFi, and we're finding roots in all sorts of mainnets and stuff. So watch this space. We're doing big things.
Yeah, those guys they do the nodes for Binance and for ZZ and I mean amazing, huge. They do it for Gnosis. We use Gnosis Safe. They work with them too. I mean, all the big players. It was definitely a great meeting. Shout out to Taylor. He made that happen here for us. Thank you, sir. Taking us to the big boys.
Let's go. Right. This week has been a big week for big meetings, and it's also a big you can say week for ZK, for zero knowledge. I wanted to speak about this last couple of days, but I've been really occupied. But 2 days ago, Matter Labs, the sort of devs behind ZK Sync, were the first to bring out the first ZK EVM on Ethereum. So ZK stands for zero knowledge, and they were the first ones to bring in the ZK Sync era to Ethereum. So what this means, people, is something we've been waiting for like the past few years. We've been waiting for Ethereum to do two things. To move to proof of stake. That was one. The second, to make transaction rate much faster. And if you guys remember, Vitalik Buterin wrote an article about this, saying the end game. The end game was it's going to be a race between four folks in layer 2s. It's going to be Arbitrum, Optimism, ZK Sync, and Polygon. And who brings the zero knowledge to them, we've just found out. So the first up is ZK Sync. So ZK Sync were the first ones to start off the week with their rollups, and us in the airdrop army, we're going to be working on ZK Sync airdrops as well. So we're going to release a date tomorrow, so most of you can join that. So yeah, after ZK Sync era was launched only for developers last month, the project took additional steps Friday of opening it to the general users. The latest push comes just days after the rival system planned rollout for Monday of its virtual machine. So we're seeing, so ZK Sync just released their mainnet, and these are some opinions of the CEO. So Alex Glivowski had this to say. So he goes, ZK rollups are the holy grail of scaling Ethereum, but obviously only if you can preserve compatibility with the existing ecosystem, right? So what people want when it comes to adoption is to see gaming environments, to see, you can say, sort of exchanges, everything working at a high probable speed, and also have it as cheap as possible. So people like gamers can come and play to earn their way into a game and not have to pay gas fees. Like people that are minting NFTs don't have to pay $200 to $300 to mint their NFTs. So this is how a DeFi gets adopted on the real scale. It's through ZK rollups. This is why he's mentioning the scaling solution as the holy grail to DeFi. So that's the first thing that he came out with. This was a small statement that he made. So I'm going to just play this a little bit.
And this is what crypto is all about from its genesis.
All right. How many projects are ready to be deployed on the ZK rollup?
We have several hundreds. They are rolling out gradually. We encourage everyone to go slowly and do a thorough testing on testnet before they go live. And we also encourage users to do it also very, very carefully, not put a lot of funds in risk, because it's a brand new technology. We have we've been doing a very extensive work on security, but you can never guarantee that such a new and complex and sophisticated system as ZK is completely bug-free.
All right, Alex. Well, congratulations. Thanks for joining us. And
so yeah, that was a little statement of basically from the CEO of Matter Lab, right? And I've put this video up on DeFi Link. So if you guys want to watch the 4-minute video, the article is just in DeFi Link, so you guys can see that. So that was the first in line this week to go live as testnet. And then as this went live, we also saw Polygon go live. This was quite big. So Vitalik Buterin was. I'm trying to find the video. I couldn't find the video, but Vitalik Buterin was the first one to make the first signature transaction on Polygon ZK EVM. So this was the second in line. So Polygon ZK EVM mainnet beta goes live. Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin sends first transaction on the mainnet. So the release of Polygon ZK EVM comes just days after competitor Matter Labs release its own ZK EVM. So yeah, this is the start of the ZK Sync era. Zero knowledge, guys. So this was what Polygon's co-founder had to say. So Sandeep Nalwal, this is what he had to say. So he goes, "We want to be extremely aligned to the Web3 ethos. We want more experimentation." And I don't know if, let me just zoom in a little bit, but this was, I'm trying to find the video. I can't find the video yet, but this was Vitalik Buterin, the founder of Ethereum, making the first transaction on ZK EVM, right? On Polygon's virtual machine. So this was a proud moment for the team at Polygon. So yeah, the transaction that Buterin sent for ZK EVM was successful, where he sent 0.005 ETH to a random address for the corny message, referencing Neil Armstrong's famous words upon walking on the moon. So he sent a little verbal message saying, "A few million constraints for man, unconstrained scalability for mankind." This was the first a few words he had to say, right? So over 50 companies shared what they would build, that they would build using Polygon ZK EVM technology, according to Polygon's press release. And over the next few days and weeks, we're going to go through these mainnets. We're going to go through Polygon's ecosystem and understand what these 50 companies are and what they're building in the future of Ethereum and Polygon. So in general, it's healthy for the space that all of these types are being explored. It's and what else did he have to say? He goes, "It's a new technology, so we are going to put ample warnings for the users that please be cautious on this. Don't bring your life savings into it immediately." Yeah, guys, don't go all in on anything in DeFi. So he goes. So Naliwal said he believes ZK technology is the future of Ethereum. So he goes, in 18 to 24 months, you will see almost all of the large Web3 applications being built on zero knowledge proven layer 2 chains. So yeah, it's been a great week for ZK rollups, for ZK snarks, for ZK EVMs on both Matter Labs ZK Sync and also on Polygon's ZK EVM. So we're going to explore this more and more and learn about layer 2. So that's one thing. The last thing I want to cover, right? There's one last thing I want to cover. And I wish this was good news, but it is what it is. It's something I feared for the past couple of months because of how the regulatory commissions and the SEC have been behind a bunch of centralized exchanges and all the hard hitters. I think Coinbase just got Wells notice. PaxG got Wells notice, the people behind USDC. I mean, we've been seeing this thing. We saw OKX do a settlement. We saw Blockworks go through it as well. And now it's Binance. So I think now they've hit all the main, you can say, mainnets on DeFi in crypto. So Binance were given a lawsuit today. So I'm going to read the first bit of it, and we'll read the response to it. I mean, y'all just DM'd me this a few times the last couple of hours, so this is fresh for me as well. So yeah, the breaking news is Binance and CZ sued over CFTC. You sued by CFTC over U.S. regulatory violation. The cryptocurrency exchange and its founder CZ have allegedly violated trading and derivatives rules. So this was the sort of a notice here made by the Exchange Commission, CFTC, and the details are as follows. So he goes, all the while Binance, Zhao, and Lim, the platform former CCO, have each known that Binance solicitation of customers located in the United States subjected Binance to registration and regulatory requirements under the U.S. law. So Zhao and others acting on behalf of Binance have used Signal with its auto-delete functionality enabled to engage in business communications even after Binance received documents requests from the CFTC and after Binance purportedly distributed Binance documents preservations notice to its personnel. So this was the lawsuit that was presented. And yeah, so this was what the lawsuit had to say, and these were some highlights from it. And then we had CZ and the Binance team actually make a statement. So they were really quick at making their statement here. So I'm going to read from here. So the reaction from the Binance team is unexpected and disappointing. The exchange says it still wants to work with regulators to establish clear guidelines. So these were interesting quotes that came from Binance. So they go, the complaint filed by the CFTC is unexpected and disappointing, as we have been working collaboratively collaboratively with the CFTC for more than 2 years. And nevertheless, we intend to continue to collaborate with the regulators in the US and around the world. And then they continued here. So they said, we have made significant investments over the past 2 years to ensure we do not have US users active on our platform. We went from approximately 100 people in our compliance team to around 750 core and supporting compliance personnel today. And yeah, a lot of people that I knew that were like sort of using the sort of leverage trading platform Binance as their sort of place weren't able to use it in the US after, you can say, 2021 and onwards. So for example, Binance said it has brought aboard former. So what they're saying is they brought aboard former members of law enforcement and regulatory agencies and spent over $80 million on transaction monitoring, market surveillance, and investigative tools to support its compliance program. Binance added that it has implemented a robust three-line defense approach to both risk and compliance, including KYC, blocking users who reside in the U.S. through banning U.S. IP addresses and cellular providers, and preventing deposits and withdrawals from the U.S. bank. So it continues here. So yeah, this is what the response was from Binance. So we'll keep an eye on this case for sure. But guys, like, realize this is to do with Binance's leverage trading. It has nothing to do with the decentralized finance side of BNB chain. But we'll see how this thing builds up in the next few weeks and months. But I think that sort of concludes my DeFi session for today. Thank you, guys. Can you guys hear me, or have I gone silent?
I think maybe Atlas is not there. He's muted. That's good.
It's multitasking.
No,
we can hear you loud and clear, Z.
Good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you now. Yes.
All right, perfect. Yeah, we got the folks are not ready for the meeting yet, so we got a couple more minutes. Let's see if there's anybody has a question or a comment regarding this CZ situation.
It's very fresh, isn't it? It just came out like 2 hours ago, or like 1.5 hours ago. And my opinion is it's sad that it's gone the way it has, because Binance did make a real effort. They invested a lot of money to make sure that US users do not leverage trade on their platform. To see that and they've actually mentioned it there in the use case that we have been working with them for 2 years. They've been working with the CFTC for 2 years. So for them to have an unexpected like lawsuit the way that they've opened up, but they're here to. But what they said is, we're not hiding from it. We want to comply. There's compliance to it. So we'll see. We'll see how it sort of builds up. But I think it's been a month where we've seen Coinbase get hit. We've seen OKX get hit. We've seen all the major fronts, Blockworks, and now I think who was left, right? FTX was knocked, and now we come to Binance. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, they're picking the winners and the losers. A lot of folks are going around, I think, saying, you hear them, they're killing crypto. I don't believe they're killing crypto. Not for a minute. They're trying to take control of crypto and get their dominance. Onshore dominance is what they want. So they're picking, who are the winners and the losers. Sue Brian, Sue Brad, Sue Tommy, comply or get out. Is kind of the way that I'm seeing it. That's my personal opinion on how this is all playing out.
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I guess you kind of answered that question, but how does this affect us? And then how do we take advantage of this? I mean, there's always a way to take advantage of something.
Well, we see a lot of opportunity. Where folks are seeing crisis, we see opportunity. We've talked about our gold-backed stablecoin that we're working on. We've talked about changing chains. We see the writing on the wall. It's not just warning shots. These are shots being fired, and they're directed at stablecoins. They're directed at exchanges, staking. They want their CDBC to come into effect, and they're moving very fast with it. And they're being clear as to so far what they consider to be tokens that are acceptable to them, and that's going back to commodities and metals and Bitcoin. They're also considering. So in a way, you got to look at it, I believe, from a positive aspect. I mean, why is Bitcoin and all of the other token assets pair to $2 to fiat? A great pair. Gold. Real physical gold, not the paper stuff that you get, the spot market and futures market. We're talking the physical stuff. That's a great pairing of, price discovery with two real assets. So we see great opportunity there. We see them going after, the fiat onboarding and offboarding of crypto. That's another amazing business that is right there for the pickings. So our intention is to get involved, and our intention is to be ahead and not wait for things to become very difficult and not get caught like a deer in the headlights. So we've been talking about this if you folks have been listening. So we're not surprised, and we see where everything's going, and we see opportunity, and we see places where you can do business and be doing everything in a legal manner and continuing to grow and to flourish in crypto. You just have to be on the right side of it and do things correctly. So far, I mean, I think worst case scenario, immediate, would be Binance US goes down, and they probably wouldn't go to a court case. They would probably settle out of court and take a fine in order probably not to expose their books and let worldwide eyes onto, how everything's put together. But, Binance, that's not Binance US, has, I think, still a great future and options. We just don't want to stick around too long to find out. Does that make sense?
I'd say that makes sense. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, of course.
I agree with your opinion. I'm an editor and journalist, and I've actually covered the story of my team today. And I've been waiting for this for quite a while, but it's quite encouraging to hear that this is my first podcast I jumped on. I jumped on probably at the wrong time because everyone was breathing quite loud. So I didn't know what I jumped onto. But
that was me, sorry.
No, all good. What was that exactly? Is it some sort of breathing technique? So I jumped in, jumped out real quick.
Yes, we do that on Mondays with Coach Roberto, live and direct from Miami. Yeah, we do that every Monday as a community.
Very big on breathing techniques. So jump into next Monday.
You're right at home.
Yeah.
Yes, please come.
The gold-backed stablecoin sounds ideal because backing it with physicality is definitely a safer option. But you mentioned switching chains. So I've been with ARK since the private sale, and I've suggested it to most people I work with and know. People are quite scared of passive income projects, especially ones that are not new as such, but passive income projects have a lot of bad stigma attached to them. But if Binance goes down and BUSD takes a hit, so you said you're suggesting you'd be happy to switch chains. That wouldn't be a problem in the future if stablecoins like BUSD become obsolete potentially.
Well, we've been working to avoid that from happening to us. Excellent. We are moving, and we are not going to be paired to BUSD.
Excellent.
So we're
I didn't know that.
Creating our own tokenized, yes, we're creating our own tokenized gold using Chainlink as the bridge for the off-chain asset in the vaults. And these are all certified LME, very reputable. We had a meeting, a couple of meetings, but one of them was in Singapore, and they have over, it fluctuates depending on the customers, but between 500 million to a billion in their worth of gold in their vaults there. But we have facilities in Switzerland as well as in Dubai. And you're able to really monitor with a dashboard exactly the reserves, and everything is tested down to the bar purity, as well as the codes of each bar. So you could take physical delivery, you could also segregate and create your own account at the vault, or you could just sell it for crypto, and you could pick which flavor of token, whether it's a stable coin that's under the good and approved guidelines of the U.S. government, which we don't know which one it'll be in, or any of them. So maybe you'll sell it for Bitcoin, sell your Bitcoin, and then get your fiat on the other side. But it's really up to every investor how they want to do it. We're just here to provide the pair, and ideally want to take that into all the chains with liquidity so that other projects can follow our lead and also get away from the stable coins and stay in compliance and regulation.
No, that sounds amazing. That's literally what I'd loved to hear. I was looking forward to hearing some sort of response like that, and that's spot on. It's very good what you're doing, by the way. Absolutely appreciate what the team's done. ARK has blown many projects I've worked with and invested in out of the water. So hats off to the team. That's amazing.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor to have you here. And please do get in contact with either myself through a DM. I'd love to see what you write and what your team works on. It sounds fascinating. And we're going to be having a lot of information because we've got several products that we're launching very, very soon. Most of them are already connected, but we haven't released them yet, which are going to bring external revenues back to the project, to the legacy NFT holders. Really exciting stuff that the team has been working endlessly on. We don't take weekends off. This is the 100 and what number is it, Mistletoe? 48th, 47th? Consecutive podcasts. So we're very serious about 147. Thank you, sir. We're very dedicated to what we're doing here and the good work, and understanding that we need to move fast, but at the same time do everything in a manner that provide security and safety for our investors.
I respect that. Thank you. Definitely agree with you on the US front. I'm UK based, so it doesn't really affect me, but they're picking what works for them. And I've been saying it for about a year now, but they ultimately just want to control Bitcoin, not kill it. So I definitely agree with your perspective. If they've not been able to really crumble it, you can't crumble decentralization, but if you take as much of it as you can while you can, at least you have your hand in the pot, so to speak, while they can. Hopefully the future isn't as terrible and Orwellian as they're predicting, but I guess we can just hedge our bets for now.
Hey, come hang out with us here. I know it's really early over there. Well, actually, no, you said UK, right?
No,
you're in the UK.
9:10 in the evening here. So yeah, London.
Yes, I'm in the same time zone. I'm not living in the US anymore. I'm in the Canary Islands in Spain. So
nice.
Yeah, come and hang out because we're working on all that. And zero knowledge is very important to us. That's another thing we're working on here at ARK. Understanding that even the 256-bit encryption is going to be obsolete shortly with all of the AI coming on board and the supercomputers. So we're even planning here for that. This is a multi-year project. We didn't sign up to do this for 6 months or a year. 10 months of work just to get to launch. So we're just getting started, and thank you for your vote of confidence in being an investor here.
No, thank you very much. It's good to hear it's not just a summer job.
Fantastic. All right, folks, let's go ahead and in the interest of time and staying on track and us going to a meeting, let's go ahead and release the wonderful Spark rewards for this evening. Thanks for your patience. I need about 30 more seconds. If anybody wants to call out Sparky, this is your time. 486, 2,780.60 BUSD. All right, folks, here we go. Who's it going to be today? The suspense builds. It is not an all-time high, but it is absolutely massive and fantastic. And here we go. So close to yesterday's all-time high, but not quite. Let's give it a little more time. I don't think anyone's complaining. No. Because tomorrow you get another chance. If it's not, today's not your day, tomorrow could be your day. Oh, yeah. And another great point, Mistletoe, we're just too short of our 100 Spark winners. That's going to be pretty amazing.
Maybe you have to do something special. I mean, winning Spark already is special enough, but.
Absolutely. And tonight's Spark Prize winner, their wallet ends in 20C0. And they're the lucky winner of 487.15 ARK. Congratulations. And they are a first-time winner. So we're going to play the first-time winner jingle. Watch your ears. It is a bit loud.
Let's get this crypto. Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
Happy days, folks.
I know whose wallet address that is. If you want to quickly check your DMs, I'm just about to write you right now.
Okay, let's see.
I thought it was.
All right, folks. We want to thank everyone for coming out today to the podcast. Thank you, Coach Roberto, for another fantastic breathing session. We look forward to the next one. Today was the fire breathing. Let's see what you come up with and bring us next Monday. We also like to thank everyone that's listening to the podcast at a later date through the recording, and hope that you found the podcast. Sorry, I'm getting a DM here from Coach Brad. It's distracting me. Getting the recording. Sorry, that you found the recording educational as well as entertaining. So, Coach Brad, I don't know. Do you want to talk about this? Because I'm a little bit confused. We got a lot going on. If you want to talk about it for a minute, because we do have to end the podcast, you're more than welcome to. Actually, no, it's okay. It's okay. Let's just end the podcast. The people are actually waiting for us now in the meeting. We do not want to be late. So thank you all for being here. We will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. It's our new time, as we want our friends in Australia to be able to be here. The Crypto Badgers, Max Power, and Bizy Dips as well. It helps out a lot to Mr. Z, our very own DeFi expert, in his DeFi sessions. So he's here live with us. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves.